Come, awaken your senses this moment. Come, let us practice the revolutionary act of noticing, the breath that sustains us, the beauty hiding beneath the ordinary, the small things that keep hope alive. Come, let us train our attention on that which leads us home. Come, let us worship together. Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church in Eugene. Good morning, friends on Zoom. My name is Nancy Buffum. I use the pronouns he, she, or they. And I am a tall person with short hair wearing a worship associate stole and purple and gray today. As you entered the sanctuary, you were offered a choice of an orange, a mint, or a piece of chocolate. If you don't have one, raise your hand now and someone will bring a basket to you with a choice. Anyone need a piece of chocolate, a sweet? An orange? I think our ushers will have them on the side if need be for people who come in later. Zoom friends, we're going to be doing a meditation later in the service, so please find yourself a little bite-sized piece of food that you can use in this meditation. How do we move wisely through a world that claims so much of our attention? Today, we engage our senses through simple mindfulness practices, receiving the gifts of the earth with listening ears and opening hearts. Whenever Unitarian Universalists gather in the name of love, we light our flaming chalice, the symbol of our shared faith. Simon, would you please come forward to kindle the flame while I share these words from the modern-day mystic Joyce Rupp. When I take a deep breath and pull in the reins of my hurry, I begin to find the numinous everywhere. I notice the soft breeze and how it caresses, soothes, and quiets me. I look out the window beyond my desk, and I see not just trees. I see how they behold the sun and receive the nurturance offered to them. This awareness is essential because my experience of the cosmic dance depends on whether my senses are alert and whether my heart is attuned to looking beyond what is visible. If I rely only on the rational, I will miss a good portion of the cosmic dance. If I fail to be still and explore the far regions of mystery, the dance will remain aloof from my inner eye.
Good morning, everyone. We're so glad to be here with you today. So this morning, what we are going to do is make an Insta ballet. And this amazing human over here, Sarah, is our dancer.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And she's going to help us do that. Now, does anyone know what an Insta ballet is? Some of you might. Yeah, a few of you do. An Insta ballet is a dance that we make together. And the dance that we're going to make this morning is all about noticing things in the world around us. And we get to do something that I'm very excited about. We get to combine dance with poetry because we are going to take our inspiration from the lines of one of my favorite poems, Who Has Seen the Wind by Christina Rossetti. So each line of the poem is going to inspire a dance move and we'll build them together. And at the very end, we will perform the dance that we've made together while I read the poem. Now, adults, you got to pay attention because when we do the final performance, we need you to join in too. They're going to choreograph and we're all in this together, okay? All right. All right. So our very first line of the poem is, who has seen the wind? So I'm going to ask you some questions. What other senses do we use to notice the wind when we can't see it? Yes.
Touch.
Ooh, touch. How could we show touch with dance in our bodies? Do you have an idea? Oh, okay. Excellent. Great. Touch. Did we have another idea? Yes.
Sometimes you can like smell the wind.
Ooh, I love that. Sometimes you can smell the wind. So what does it look like? Can you show us? Ooh. Okay, great. See, we're already cooking, y'all. So the very first dance move is going to be the touch move. Let's do that together. Good. And then we have our smelling the wind movement. Very good. Okay. The next line of the poem is neither I nor you. So here's the next question. How do we hold space for something that's there, but when we can't see it? Can you work with a friend next to you to maybe show how you can leave space for something that you can't see, but you know is there? Yeah, good. Okay, so I'm seeing some joining of hands that leave space in between them. All right, everyone have a partner? Because when we do the dance together, you're going to need to do that too. There you go. Now's your moment. Good. Okay, so the next line, good, thank you. Very good. The next line of the poem is, but when the leaves hang trembling. What do trembling leaves look like? We got this. Good. Oh. I just have to share. That's really satisfying from my perspective to look out and see all of you do. We've got the best seats in the house right now. Very good. Okay.
Oh yeah. They tremble in so many ways, but also look so alike. Alike and different.
Yes. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So feel free to move your trembling leaves. Good. The next line is, the wind is passing through. So I'm wondering if the trembling leaves can move from one side of our bodies to the other. And we can tremble together. There we go. Group trembling. Very good. Okay. Ooh, trembled into an arabesque. Good. Okay, so then the next two lines of the poem go back to the beginning. So let's repeat our movement about who has seen the wind. So our touch movement. Yeah. And then our smelling the wind movement. Good. And then with a partner, we did our neither I nor you movement. Good. Holding space for something that's there that we can't see. And then the next line of the poem is, but when the trees bow down their heads. So can we all think of different ways that we can bow? Very good. So you might notice, again, bowing can look different. Look how Sarah's bowing with her whole upper body. Yes, beautiful. So up and over. But, you know, bowing can happen with anybody. We could also just, if we wanted to, we could bow with a pinky finger, right? No wrong way to do an insta ballet. Very good. And then the very last line of the poem is, the wind is passing by. So could we come up with a movement to do one? Ooh, I don't even need to prompt them. They've already got it. All right. Excellent. All right. Okay, we're going to do one quick review, and then we're all going to perform this together while I read the lines of the poem, okay? All right, from the beginning, we have who has seen the wind with our touch and smell movement. Good. Neither I nor you with our holding space with a friend. Good. Next, we have our trembling leaves. Good. And then our trembling leaves move from one side to the other. That looks so great, you all. Oh, beautiful dancing. We're going to go back to who has seen the wind with our touch and our smell. Holding space with a friend. Good. And then bowing however we want to bow. Pinky finger if you want, pinky finger. And then one final gust of wind. Okay, I think we are ready. Everyone take a collective deep breath together. And exhale. All right, this is our moment. I'm going to read the poem, and we are all going to do the dance together. Are we ready? You ready to do your dance? Okay. All right. Who Has Seen the Wind by Christina Rossetti. Who has seen the wind? Neither I nor you. But when the leaves hang trembling, the wind is passing through. Oh, arabesque. Who has seen the wind? Neither you nor I. But when the trees bow down their heads, the wind is passing by. Congratulations. You all did such a great job. Thank you for building that dance together. Thank you. Beautiful job, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kathy Gillum. I use the pronouns they and them. I have a pride rainbow in my hair. I'm wearing a green sweatshirt-ish kind of a thing and black pants. As you know by now for sure, the theme of today's service is paying attention. For me, the last decade and a half, after the death of my wife and my daughter, paying attention was something I could not do, didn't do. Instead, I ran away to Hawaii and Southern California. I counted whales. I ate free avocados that had grown like weeds beside the highway. I looked down into a bubbling volcano and reconsidered my position in cosmic history. I watched the Rose Parade from the balcony of my apartment building. And I got to attend the Oscars twice. Yep, the real deal. But finally, something I can't explain and don't fully understand pulled me back to Oregon. The sky is different here. Have you noticed? It rests so perfectly on the Coburg Hills on a misty day. It drapes itself between and among the trees on the hiking trails. And when a big patch is needed for an eagle, there's plenty of that too. And the air smells right, any time of year. I know it's the trees and the rivers, the white water, the deep pools, the high cliffs. No matter how we spend our time on our rivers, the reason we go there is to touch them, renew our bond with them. I know the stories of the places here, and I welcome their retelling. The stories are my friends as much as the places are. I'm grateful to have lived away from Oregon for a while because I learned something about myself. I know now that this sky, these cliffs, these trees, and these rivers have special meaning for me. They're my story. I also know that leaving Oregon was indeed like pulling up my roots. And when I returned, sinking my roots into this place again felt so very good. So when my poetry group picked renewal as the topic for its meeting next week, this is what I wrote. Listen to her heartbeat, almost now beyond our hearing. Sunlight falling, flowers blooming, wild geese calling, tree roots reaching out to water. Dozers clanking, drowning sound, pavers build a parking lot. Listen to her heartbeat, almost now beyond our hearing. Rivers carry singing water, rapids rise and fall. Salmon run, otters play, osprey come. Dozers clanking, drowning sound, diggers build a dam and locks. Listen to her heartbeat, almost now beyond our hearing. Sagaglalal dreams beneath Sililo. Niftianet standing sentinel. White wolves calling Walawa. Loons call on the Imnaha. Listen to her heartbeat. Heart of our mother, almost now beyond our hearing. Listen to her heartbeat. Listen to her heartbeat. Listen to her heartbeat.
The land is the real teacher. As students, all we need is mindfulness. All we need is a heart that is willing to listen. Robin Wall Kimmerer teaches that paying attention is a form of reciprocity with the living world. What a gift. What a gift. The world is a miracle. What could we possibly give her in return to say thank you? Our attention, our open, receiving hearts. Are you listening? Are you listening? The 5 contemplations is a practice that comes from Plum Village, the Buddhist retreat center founded by the late Thich Nhat Hanh. Hopefully by now, each of you has a piece of chocolate, candy, an orange, Zoom friends, whatever you have found in your home. Take that piece of food and hold it in your hands. This is truly a gift of the earth. It is a gift of the sky. It is a gift of numerous living beings and much hard work. Consider all the conditions that came together to bring this food to you. What are its raw ingredients? They are all of the earth. The sugar cane, the cocoa bean, the orange blossom, the light and warmth of the sun, the carbon dioxide in the air, the nutrients in the soil, the microorganisms, the insect pollinators, the wind, unseen and yet so strong enough to make the trees bow. Consider the human hands, the human ingenuity, inventiveness, creativity that came together to bring this into the palm of your hand. And now unwrap whatever you have and place it in your mouth. Notice how it feels in your mouth, how it smells, how it tastes. Whenever we eat, may we eat with mindfulness and gratitude. The gifts of the earth and all of its more than human creatures allow us to live. And may we live in a way that is worthy of this food. These days, many of us read or watch TV or scroll on our phones while we eat. Sometimes while we eat, we entertain what Buddhists call unwholesome states of mind. May we recognize those unhelpful mental formations while we're eating. May we be attentive to the feelings of gratitude, of awe, of joy, and may we learn to eat with moderation. As we are eating, may we keep our compassion alive by eating in such a way that relieves and reduces the suffering of living beings, that stops contributing to climate change, that heals and preserves our precious planet. O Spirit of life, source of light and love, we accept these gifts of the universe with humility, and we vow to transform sunlight and rain into a deeper practice of love for the benefit of all beings. May we reclaim our attention from those who would take it, sell it, and exploit it. Let the people say amen. And now let's say our closing words together as Nancy extinguishes the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And now as you go out into this fresh new day, this fresh new week, and this fresh new month, consider what you want to pay attention to. Make intentional choices about what you are willing to consume through all of your senses. Let the earth lead you, for she is wise and know what you need. Go in peace, my friends. Go in love.